You talked about building that lead. I mean, the offensive efficiency that you guys came out with early, what do you attribute that to other than just obviously the individual brilliance of KD and Kyrie?
Well, I mean, I thought we moved the ball well, made quick decisions, shared it. You know, they're basically putting third and fourth defender on Kai and Kevin, and so it was extreme, you know, the defense in a sense, and trying to navigate that. At times we did it great and punished them, and you know, you see Bruce had a great night, and you know, I think. You look around the room, Andre, Nick, great contributions. So, you know, moved the ball, played well, stuck to our principles for a long stretch to get us that 20-point lead. Didn't play our best basketball after that, but we're able to keep separation.
Kind of following up on that, I mean, you guys have had leads that you've surrendered in the past, but does kind of coming out on the other side, winning in those games where you've blown leads, does that kind of give you confidence when that lead is dwindling from 22 down to 6 that you can pull it out in the end?
Yeah, I mean, I think our group remains confident throughout. I thought we, you know, that's the nature of our team this time of year. We had Goran coming straight out of COVID for 12 days, Kessler playing in his first playoff type game. You know, we have a lot of room to grow and get better, not only individuals, but also collectively. You know, we really haven't found a great way to get Seth going yet. And, you know, we haven't had a lot of time to work at all of these things. So, you know, that's a part of our journey too. It's not just, you know, go out there and you know, build 20 points leads and then turn it to 30. It's you know, how do we adapt? How do we adjust when they change and do different things and try to build that cohesion and those common experiences on the fly?
Is there no anxiety on your part when you see that lead kind of cutting all the way down to single digits after it caps off?
I think you have to be prepared for that in basketball. That's the game. Anxiety is part of the game. Stress is part of the game. You have to embrace that and continue to compete, continue to find clarity, and go out there with conviction and do what we've planned on doing.
Steve, I got a two-parter. You mentioned Goran only playing 10 minutes. Could he have given you more if he wanted, but that was you kind of being precautious?
He could have given us more. You know, I thought that, you know, it was a must-win game. So, you know, in a sense, we probably gave, you know, Bruce, Kevin, Seth, Kai, you know, some of the minutes that he would normally take, just because, you know, in a must-win game, a guy who's been in bed for 12 days, you don't know what he's going to give. You don't necessarily want to put him in a position where he has to decide the game. So he'll get better every day from here on out, though.
And Seth, as we've known, he's been playing through the ankle. I mean, did you think that impacted him any more today than others, or there was other things?
No, I think he just didn't get a lot of looks. You know, we didn't really get to involve him much. They stayed home at him, and you know, came off of Bruce, Nick, Kessler, and you know, really tried to, you know, double and triple team at least the side of the floor that Kevin and Kai are on, or out high, whatever it may be. So just adjusting to that. You know, is a part of our teams learning to play with the roster we have.
Steve, why do you think Kevin and Kyrie over the last month and a half have consistently been able to raise the level of their own games when you guys have needed a boost?
Well, I mean, that's as advertised. They're superstars, so that's what top players do.
Oh, Kyrie is obviously observing Ramadan, so he's not eating or drinking while the sun is up. And for him to come out and have basically a perfect game for the beginning, shoot the first 11 shots, did you notice anything about him that maybe would lead you to believe that he was going to come out there and play at this high of a level?
No, you never know why when someone gets in the zone like that.
Steve, how encouraging is it over here that you guys are still climbing this mountain and trying to gel together, but you're able to pull out results like this, giving up a 22-point lead but weathering the storm?
Yeah, I think we will find both lots of positives and also lots of room for improvement. You know, we like you said, we're just such a new group. I think that was like the 7th game that those 9 players tonight have played together. So every day is a day for us to learn about ourselves, how we can improve, how we can to play a better team game at both ends of the floor.
Steve, what did you think of your 2 centers, you know, especially Nick in that 4th quarter, what he brought you? What he gave you?
They were great. You know, you look at their lines, Andre 7 for 11, 16 points, 8 rebounds in 19 minutes, and Nick played 29 minutes with 6 of 6 from the floor, 9 rebounds. So, you add it together, it's 29 points, and do the math, it's 17 rebounds. It's a great effort from our centers.
Your impression of Boston, there's pretty much one game to go off of because you beat them early when you're different. They beat you short-handed here.
Yeah.
Your impressions of that series?
I think, it's difficult. We have a different team now. But really impressed with the Celtics, the job Ime's done. They've been able to build on that continuity. That group's been together for quite a while, and they've made some tweaks and adjustments that have really, I think, improved their team, both ends of the floor. So it'll be a great challenge for us, and for a new group to go and play a team like that that's terrific at both ends. It's going to be something that hopefully brings out the best in us.
Steve, right here. It seemed like Kevin really anchored your defense as a rim protector, especially in the first half there. Do you scheme the defense for him to play that role for you, or is that something he kind of does intrinsically?
No, I mean, that was part of the game plan for him to be the low man as much as possible. But, sometimes it's not as easy to do. But I just thought that his energy and competitive spirit was outstanding tonight. Great. Thanks, guys.